Hello folks, welcome back to epistemic-gnomes, and this is another live stream session of weekday stream. Oh no, sorry, not systems, verse. Yes, so this is world building stuff and character rigging. So for today it is a continuation, but now I'm not gonna bother you anymore with the shape keys of the melt rig here of this original character Aisha. So I'm going to do other things relative to the melt, and also because it's mostly complete. It's not far from ideal, but it does a lot of things. And so also let's reset the face control rig, and I think all now is reset. Just making sure here. No, the eyes were not reset. Alright, isolate visibility. Okay, so starting this chronometer timer. I have a not so big list to achieve for this character. I always say that it's not a big list, but it takes a lot of time, right? So I've been doing too much of melt rigging, so let's see what we can do here. So this is an interesting topic, like lattice modifier or maybe mesh deform modifier solution. So this is a stretch and squash for the whole head, and here is a sort of complicated problem, because on one hand I would like to do all armature deformed stuff. On the other hand, the waves that I make, if I made this with a bendy bone, for example, this stretch and squash, these waves from the bendy bone, they will interfere with the posing of the other bones. And this interference is not destructive, right? It's just proportionally they'll get less ratio, but that means that the control bone will start to offset more and more from the deform rig or the mesh. And this is not optimal, right? Especially not if we have bones like, I don't know, you see this bone doesn't offset nearly from the eyelid, so this is or the eyelash, so this is good. But if I had to use a bendy bone to stretch and squash the head from the same armature modifier, then, or from armature deform, so the mesh, it will be struggling between those waves. So this is why I have two options. And I've never done this with mesh deform, but I think it can work. Maybe it's better than the lattice. The lattice I think is a bit awkward. I don't know. Editing the lattice is like, I don't know. I don't like too much, but it works. Should work. So what I'm going to do is just create a base mesh thing, sort of a cube, right? Then it can stay there in the origin. I'm gonna place this cube exactly onto the head. It doesn't really matter if it is not on the same size. I can of course use a subdivision surface. Let's just apply this so it stops bothering. Maybe I can subdivide it even more. I don't know, this is very basic thing. So I'm on edit mode, so let's say, why I don't have, because I'm on pose mode, this is a bug. Okay, let's get this to wire at once. Alright, so this needs to uncover the whole head in principle. So of course let's rescale it appropriately. Maybe here. Should the hair be affected by that? That can be strange. Yeah, so I really don't know about the hair. Well, maybe not the ponytail, but the rest of the hair, yes. And then there's the ears. maybe that object there. Should I get it more subdivisions? Let's try like that. If that works, then this is... I still have this option there. Control dot. Alright, so I'll call this mini-me. No, mini-me. It's like the head. Well, it's a mesh, right? So mesh. How am I calling those things? Hold on. First, let's get it to the body, right? Let's call it 1 because it's about the head, right? This I don't know. Yeah, I need to revise this nomination. Anyways, so here is the head, Aisha, stretch, squash, Aisha. So basically, yeah, not very good naming, but I'm going to parent it to the armature with indeed armature deform, but I hope this doesn't get any vertex group. Ah, that's good. Alright. Because if I did with empty groups, and we get this madness, right? Just armature deform. So now it has an armature modifier. We will get a bone for it. The reason I can't use the head bone for this is that the head bone, in my case, it also doesn't have waves on the whole face. The head bone is just as... We can check that actually, because I'm not sure, so let's check what was the setup here. It's like there. I can just use this one, is better, right? So you see the head bone has just some... this is normal because it's not supposed to be rotated. So it has some different... It has a special waves that I probably need to revise, right? It's more structural. Maybe I should make some adjustments to that. But this will be a next step in the future. So let's just... Probably I have revised the, yeah, I have changed the geometry, and then there might be a lot of inconsistencies in this wave paint, which is much older. But essentially it's just a head bone. So the reason why it doesn't have full waves on the head is that I'm redistributing those waves so that other bones, the same idea, so we don't have. So you see, this means that the head will have more structural waves here. It will be much hard for anything to deform this skull part of the head, while the rest is more it's more susceptible to deforms. So this is like the only thing that probably, so this is just a structural approach. Maybe it's complicates things a little more, but for the facial rig of the eyes, for example, I found that this is a good approach. Alright, so here, now that I have this, so the head bone, deformed head bone is this. Here's, I'm not sure this is a good idea. Anyways, after I can have some strange thing going on there, and but I think this, some artifact causes something is pushing this. I don't know what is. I think it's the vertex itself might be incorrect. I need to be on, yeah, the basis is locked. Yeah, let's lock all that. Just work on the basis here. Maybe just push this. No, it is still happening, so I don't know what's that. Maybe it's just a shading artifact. And let's see if I turn off the, oh yeah, the subdivision helps. Yeah, it's not an armature, it's just a, seems just to be some sort of shading artifact. Yeah, or maybe it can be improved in this part here. Okay, it's okay, it can be a little smoother, that should help. And this also more rounded here, yes. Still some pointy thing, but I will ignore that for now. No, hold on. This seems to, why this is so central? Because yeah, this is not interesting. Alright, so let's try this, then I'm gonna save an iteration. Let's get now, except that this is not backup. The other was the backup. Let's update this, just reopen this one, right? So now what to do is that the mesh here needs some sort of mesh deform thing, and this base mesh here, oh yeah, there's a head base stretch and squash. Yeah, well, just base, maybe that helps. Yeah, let's give it base like that, so I know what that's about. So this is a base mesh. Okay, so first maybe what I can do here is just to select the mesh that, so I've never done this, so I'm not sure what would be better here. Okay, first let's get this in a 0.3 edge crease. This one seems to also be lacking. Yeah, there are some awkward things here. This is just to leave this correct, alright, even though I'll end up simplifying this, yeah, a lot would be a good idea. Puzzling thing that we could probably do something about that. Alright, so save here. I don't need to be looking at this bone, so I'm just gonna look here on for the head bone, and yes, so let's see what of the head will stretch. Let's say that this, right? So I'll pick all this mesh here, and I'm gonna add here a modifier. So this is the body, so mod it's not base mesh, it's like mesh deform head, just this, and assign at maximum. The problem is that probably I'd like to got some mistake here. How that happened? Okay, remove. So let's do this again. So select normal, select, yeah, this is not normal, it's just I don't know, I want everything here, so I can't get normal, is not sufficient. Okay, all the mesh there seems to have been selected. Alright, then Shift H, assign, and I'm going to change here this value. Let's give it something like 0. Just halfway, right? Maybe this is not good enough, right? So let's give it 0.1 assign, and these ones let's give them 0.5 assign. So again, this is the rest of the face. I think it's like that. As for the other elements, I think they also need, so let's get the eyes first. So the eyes, there are, oh yeah, this is, okay, let's try for the head first. Let's see if that works. So this should be combined with the, so generate mesh deform, deform this. I don't know where to put it, maybe before, after the armature, then I get this to the head base mesh. Precision, I don't care, I don't know what this is. The grid side for binding, I don't care. So nothing seems to happen here. Oh, maybe vertex group, so head, mod mesh deform head. I'm doing something very stupidly wrong for such a base setup. maybe it's conflicting with something. Oh, now it is working. So but it only worked on the... Oh, alright. So this needs to be after the shrink wrap features, maybe after the data transfer. Well, of course. So this is pretty annoying, right? You need to be right. Let's try this. Alright, so basically and then I need to do the same for the every single object on the... So it's just that if I had to do this with a... And then I need to create a bone which to manipulate this mesh, right? Probably a bendy bone. And so it seems to be working, right, for the... Oh yeah, we can. All right, so that's it's as simple as this. Let's yeah. So I don't understand why this quality. If I reduce the quality, doesn't work. Oh, it was not bind. Okay, now it's bind. All right. Then the wave paint, right? Let's make a bone here for this. Yeah, so basically couldn't share the same position of the head, so could be something like a... Does it need to be a bendy bone, or maybe just a single bone? So Shift A. No, this needs to be more like a control bone in this case. So Shift A. No. Here, Shift A. Alright, so I have a bone here. Let's get this bone like here. Yeah, it is terrible, but okay, let's... We can make this bone into something... Let's see. Pose mode. So this is head. Control... Yeah, master... Or tweak, yeah, it's a master head, stretch and squash head, something like that, yeah. And that is gonna have, I don't know, some bone widget add-on. Let's get something like, what could be, what could look like... Why this is appearing like that, right? It's annoying. So maybe this... yeah, this arrow here. Create. And let's edit this, maybe... place this in front. I know this is probably terrible, right? But okay, just for us to know now. So Of course, I don't want to be editing this thing, so this is why this bone needs to be actually a deformed bone. Let's give it some color here. And then I get this, maybe wave paint mode for this, and so Control X here. So I never used this, so I don't know what is best here. It will be better with some sort of stretch and squash, a stretch to something that will be. And some people make like the lower face separate. So I could achieve that actually if I had two bones here, right? Why not? Let's try. Why not, right? Because this is my base mesh, so I can do something like crazy here, like Shift D this. Snap to, I don't know, bounding box. No, to active. Not working. Okay, never mind. So it's not. Oh, there we go. All right. So that means I can get this bone to be also another deformed bone here, and so instead this will have let's use the this Control X, then invert, change the bone selection. No, well, Control I, Control X, but Control I, Control X. Alright, so what this happens that we have this sort of of course the character's head is not like that, but let's try. This will be better if, yeah, this probably could work better with as a bendy bone, right? So what we could do is just get spline skinning, right? So get like we could just bring this up. So this will be like, instead of deformed bones, they will be tricky bones handles, right? So this would be like Control F2, find replace master to Control, and so this we're gonna connect them. Let's extrude the bone from here. This will be like disconnect bone, so let's bring this one there, align it here, then snap there, align this one here, right, align okay, align there, right, so this will receive this color here, and this will become bendy bones with, I don't know, 5 segments, maybe 8 segments, and target absolute, and this one in this case is tangent. I don't know why these things, and so this is for scaling, so actually this would not be the case here, but then we have some stretch. Okay, and the stretch too, of course. So gonna get this as a deformed bone. I need to change the waves, of course. So here gonna get this one. So Control X, the change the name we can't, so we're gonna just access here and delete this and this. I think the new bone here has a, so this is def stretch and squash head, or a stretch then this is control 002 control def, no, control stretch, yeah, no, you know, this is better, right? This is 01 and this will be and there's a mistake. Stretch and squash head. There. Okay, finally. And now the bone constraint. Stretch to bone constraint, and I'm gonna do the same now to the others, to the other objects. The problem is that there are many objects involved, so these things here, maybe we, so this can be a bit dangerous, right? So this is why we can, doing this is not good, right? So yeah, definitely. So this will be more like, yeah, first let's delete this how do you say, these widgets. Yeah, so clear bone widgets for these ones, and so I never animated 3D faces like for real, like, so I'm not sure exactly. Yeah, I know stretch and squash theory, right, and practice, but so sometimes maybe can have to pose this. I'm not totally sure about the, yeah, it's a bendy bone, so it affects double sides, right? So Okay, so this can be funny. I think that can work, but basically this needs to be this goes to def head, and this needs to go probably to alt M to face, control face. Yeah, so and now I need to do the same thing for other structures here. Basically, it's just the modifier, right, and the vertex group, so it's a bit annoying, right? Let's get it done. So, oh, maybe it doesn't need a vertex group, right? They will all follow together at the same. Yeah, so let's do this. So I'll get all these objects, even the ones that I'm not using, so all these. Then we get all these. Yeah, actually, double click, hold shift, double click. Okay, I need to double click, hold shift, double click. Hair, yes, hair, but except for the ponytail. Then we need also the, this might be weird, right? Maybe I have to include it in some way. Then the cloth, I think there's something here, so the pingent and the hair circlet, because they are part of cloth. Okay, so this, then I get to the hold shift that too. Okay, it's not shift, it's control. Just checking if everything is right. Okay, then I get to the control body and control C. All right, where is my operator here? Copy attributes extension, right, in build. Copy selected modifiers, just the mesh deform. Hold on, control Z. We can do better here. Mesh deform, stretch and squash head. Control C, copy selected, this. Now, if I check here, this has a, it copied double times, right? Okay, never mind, delete that. We have another. Yeah, that'll be painful. Let's control Z this garbage. Yeah, so I'm in the selection phase. So let's first change the. This is why I usually say I hate objects in Blender. The worst thing is not this, is just because I don't know, I had other experience with objects in other software, like usually 2D software, and I just don't like the handling of objects in Blender. But maybe it's something about the complication of CG software and how I relate to this personally. Okay. So for now I don't know, because I don't remember too much struggling with objects and other CG software, but at the same time I can't say I've used too much the other CG software. So alright, here, then this, and last one control here, so control C, select modifiers and the mesh deform. Alright, now I need to go well, hold on, not one by one, but just unselect this. Let's change from here maybe. Okay, so nothing happened because maybe that control Z was bad, so I need to do this, then here. Okay, now this worked. Let's save here, and maybe I can edit those things in sync. So let's bind, actually let's bind and bind just to make sure. And there's no vertex group, so I have no guarantee this will work. So nothing is working yet. Let's see for this thing. So it was bound, but it doesn't work. Actually, I don't see if it is working or not. Let's check a simpler case. The eye here, so left eye, bind. Ah, it is working. But it interacts badly with the shrink wrap. Well, there is other things to solve first. So maybe they don't bind with Alt. Yeah, might be the case. So they don't need the vertex group. Yeah, this is super annoying. So let's start from the bottom. It might be simpler. Yeah, it needs to be bound individually. No automation here, folks. Well, let's give another chance, so just hold Alt here. No, it doesn't work. Yeah, so this is so inconvenient. Okay, so this was for the hair. Okay, so the hair seems to be a good idea indeed. Yeah, without the hair I think that will be weird, right? There's an easy way to test for the hair. Let's try to turn off here. Alright, so why the hair is not following? It has an armature. Oh, because of course this is not the... This is just a stretch and squash. Okay, so it's not the... Alright, so we can't really test from here, so let's just do this. Maybe... Alright, here. It's okay. Next we'll get the... Here, bind, the tongue, the... Arcade top, bind, arcade butt, bind, muzzle ghost, bind. These are very important for the... This is not unused, it's a backup here, and then we have... Did I bind these ones? Yes. Eyebrows, yeah, fundamental, bind, 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 and the ghost face, bind. Okay, eyes ghost, this is different. All right, Now let's check. Yeah, so okay, we have a whole stretch and squash here. So this can be fun for some, can help in some expressions maybe, but can also help in certain, that's very subtle, right? So could have for the whole body, but yeah, this would be like every limb having a feature like that. This might have a better solution. So the problem with the bendy bones doing this from the limbs is that the limb needs a structural bending from like which direction, like exactly same problem here. You see, from the bases it doesn't, it's not very good, so might be better from the other extremity. So there is something like a directional thing, and the bendy bone, we can't just pick the limb itself. Like if I have the deform, or maybe we can, like might be some sort of a control thing, I don't know. Okay, the head bone doesn't work because it affects too many other features, right? And it's not a bendy bone, so you see, it's not trivial. And if you have, I have already tried, if you have a bendy bone extra for it, there's a wave paint problem. It's like it's not in another layer, it's in the same layer. Then we have the offsetting. So it's all we pay a price, and the price is usually for this thing, I think it's heavy because, or in moderate, because I have all this work, extra work to do no matter what I do. But with the bendy bone it's problematic because, well, it can be a parented bone, okay, to the structure there of the spine. So it follows the head, but we can offset it and then we can deform. But then again, yeah, so that could serve the purpose. But then all the other features, they need to have they'll have shared waves with that, and it's just very confusing. But anyways, I think what I did wrong here is that the positioning, right? The shrink wrapping, actually let's say for here, for example, no, not this, but the mesh deform should go before the shrink wrap features. Yeah, exactly. So now it shrink wraps, it does what it needs to do, and then it gets, but we have some issues there, so maybe that's the arcade thing. Well, let's see what we have here. Modifiers. So clicking the objects from here. We can hide this thing. Mesh deform after the subdivision or before? Maybe before. Ah, you have to. So annoying. Oh yeah, this one maybe. Leave it open because, yeah. Maybe after the mirror and after the armature. It's just because of this subdivision of the arcades that I need to apply here. The hair is not using the subdivision, so if I change the position of the subdivision, it doesn't seem to, well, maybe it's because the subdivision is off. It doesn't calculate then. Okay, this is convenient. Just geometry nodes. Maybe after. It's like a, and that's it. Yeah, I'm not gonna save right now. Okay, so this seems to be working. There we go. So this was a big, oh yeah, we have the, that's too good, the results on the that I'm having, but what is this? Oh, this is just a, let's hide some mesh here so you can see what we're doing. Maybe I should have a collection for hiding stuff, right? That seems to be a clever idea. Like maybe linked stuff. Intriguing. Alright, let's try this new collection. Mesh, but why? Like I'd have to, let's start, for example, it's like I bring these to link inside collection. Good, yeah, good one. That's the way to go. That was a highlight. I hope that is good technique. So folks, check this out. I have a lot of objects here that are wire and that needs to be invisible, but they are sometimes in the eyes collection of mesh, sometimes the mouth collection, and this is not good because sometimes I just want to visualize the model. I have to do this individually. So I found out maybe, well, this technique probably exists. So basically I've made a new collection here, mesh wire, and I link everything into here, like not moving them, they're still originally making part of the, I have this one for the mesh deform of the stretch and squash of the head features, right, the cartoony thing. Alright, so this is a wire mesh, the base mesh, so it is in here, right? You see when I click, so I'm gonna pick from the eyes. I have this and this, so I'm going to, I think, yeah, only those ones are ghost mesh. This is targets for shrink wrap modifier, so I'm going to move inside collection, control to link, shift to parent, now control to link, so there they are. And this means that if I hide this collection, I should, or make it like that, I should start to be, at least it worked for that one, right? You see it hides there, it's in syncs, right, this synchronize, but this one doesn't seem to be working. Nor does, so this is not, I think it's, maybe it's bugged, or maybe I should do the opposite, right? Let's try the opposite. So I have still stuff for the mouth. So let's start hiding this just so we can make sure, we can be sure of it. So here I get these ones. No, this is for the eyes. These ones. So I'm gonna move them to here. And I'm going to hold control, link them to there, so I can access them from here, right, this and this. But now let's say I hide this. No, okay, so not good. So but at least we can access from it's all here, right? So I don't know what's happening, folks. Maybe there's a better solution here, but this, at least all of them, just do this and there we go. So I'm just gonna de-invert this, so rejoin this, well, and link, move this back, because I think the original should be here on these groups, right? And control, so let's do like this, and yeah, I can also either hide from here or from that. So I need to hide the, yeah, but the main idea is to be able to do this as a full range here. And this, I believe this is a bug, right? Alright, so I can just hide all this carefully from here, and the mesh is clean, so don't need to be looking into these things to find the proper setting. Still not perfect, but it helps. Alright, so we have problem here with the yeah, so definitively I should do something about this, right? So it sort of needs to follow, but the mesh, it's like I'd have a special mesh just for that, right? Yeah, so maybe Shift D, It's pretty dumb, right? But so this has the same wave paint, I think, right? And so this gets like the Control C, select modifier, mesh deform, yes, then got here before the subdivision, after geometry, bind, no vertex group, and so here. Okay, so apparently something went wrong. As soon as I've made this, the others started to stop working. Alright, oh, okay. So apparently by creating this, I hope this is not interfering though. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Yeah, it is. So I think I better load here. So how to. It's like I'd have to bind this. Or maybe I just have, yeah, maybe what I can do is, let's see the bones here. There's a workaround, right? So let's see here. We got some hair bones, maybe. So where's this parented to? So this is parented to the this has no parent, I guess, so this can be parent to the head, def head. This can also be parent to the def head, and the deform head, this one could be parent to, yeah, okay, already parent there. So that happens when I move the head bone, master control, okay, it says here. Okay, so this moves sort of, okay, it follows. We have some problems in the mouth rig, I think. Oh yes, of course, there's also the problem of this lattice here. I think it's not lattice, this mesh is not. Something about it is well, the bones are following, so why this is happening? If I don't have the deform here, property, then nothing happens, right? So it's something about the interaction. It's like this bone is deforming. Oh yeah, maybe it's some sort of double deforms, right? I see. So let's... Okay, then what should I do? Oh yes, 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 of course. So let's see the... It should not be paired to the head bone. It should be paired to the head bone is paired to the control I key head, so it needs to follow the control I key head, and same as this. Yeah, I'm familiar with this kind of problem. No, it's still causing issues, so maybe it's because of... It looks like the thing is not moving with the bones properly, or it's not rotating in the same amount as the... Or it is... No, it seems to be... Or maybe this is just like this requires again the binding and binding. So many problems. So this is the armature, the mesh deform, very sensible. So then this is parent to def head. Maybe it should be parent to the... to this. So when I... So it still follow, right? Or no, it doesn't follow. Curiously, so it seems like then... Okay, it's like the head is... So maybe it's this parent here. No, it's still suffering some... No bone constraints here. Okay, let's try another thing. So this is parent to this. This be parent to this. And where is this parent to? Okay, I already know. I don't need to check. Is this bone here, spine, right? Spine 04. Yeah, so let's do the same parenting as here. Okay, what is that? Alright, so apparently this is some... Maybe there's something that I forgot to fix. Let's hide some stuff here, otherwise. The tongue is not bounded, or it's not moving with. I think I forgot to. Yeah, the tongue is okay. It's just not bound to the rig yet. It's something for later. So then, okay, we have the stretch and squash. We have some problem on the stuff there. Yeah, so pretty much probably as soon as I start to... Strangely, this bone is not following the... This bone is not following the... Yeah, you know what? This is super complicated. Maybe the armature deform solution would be better. I thought I was going somewhere, but just can't find what's... And this creates so much complication, right? I don't think this is a good setup, folks. Maybe it can... Yeah, I mean, even if I succeed in solving this, it's just too delicate. I don't want to be maintaining rigs like that. So I think what I'm gonna do, let's save an iteration here. I'm going to... And for the lattice, it might be a very similar story. So maybe I maintain the structure here, right? Of the bones. This object may be... No, it's not a lattice, so probably I'm just gonna delete. I'm gonna delete all this. So this might not be the best case scenario to use this mesh deform, right? There are better use for that. I just think this is just too heavy in the... Yeah, just to make sure I'm gonna unbind. Unfortunately, there are so many things like that in those digital works, right? It's like peculiar to the... There's stuff that are so heavy to build and maintain that, wow, why you need to do this? Like, usually, of course, there's good reasons, because that works, and maybe that's the only thing that is safe for certain projects, no matter what it takes. But this is not what I like to work with. I'm oriented to find, I'm experimentally oriented to find optimal solutions to problems. So I'm this kind of problem solving guy that actually I wasn't like that. I became like that after I studied management. I made some 1 year studying management for projects, creative projects like animated 2D series, and then it was a hardcore experience, and I started to understand this mindset of optimization and efficiency. And maybe I got a bit fanatic about it. I got into it a bit too much, right? but it's something that I can enjoy. So strangely enough, it might not be artistic, it might be just about human resource or development or problem solving, right? Or sometimes, yeah, in this case this is technical creative, right? Because rigging is a lot like that, right? What is the solution that will be the most okay, so efficient, or that will so let's redo the approach with the deform. So the idea, what I'm afraid of course, is that disputed ratios will be disruptive for the head rig, for example. So that in this case I have the head and I have this one. Let's say that, okay, so now there's no, this is part of the armature and this is a deformed bone, but its waves here, it's not, the head is not waved to it. Right? Nor the mesh of the other things. I could transfer this data just as a normal vertex group. Yeah, so it will be some sort of data transfer for all the objects, which is annoying, but okay, it's for a good cause. I will bring here this head and just add here this yeah, it's a mask, so I'm just gonna bring this bone here and maximize waves here, maybe just reduce here, why not? Let's do a 0.5 or 0.8. Now Control I, invert the mask, then expand, no, reduce. Now this doesn't work, so 2. So I would like to have only invert this mask. Doesn't work, so yeah, this is annoying. So let's just add these vertexes here and wave paint this at 0.3. Alright, this so now there was a mistake. Unfortunately, I don't see anything elsewhere, so yeah, so this is very annoying. I think it's getting some rogue waves. If I get from this angle, maybe it will just affect the, let's hide the hair for a moment. Now there's some rogue selections there. Very weird. I don't know how they got selected. Oh yeah, they got selected from, okay, this doesn't protect the mirror, so maybe I can disable this, yeah, maybe this will work. Alright, then Control X. Now yes, let's re-enable this, and now this is having some yeah, so this can stretch and squash the head. The problem is that the head might be stretching and squashing differently. The ghost meshes also needs to be affected, so this will be a 100%, so all the other objects need just a simple shape key. So basic, not shape key, it needs, so I'm gonna pick all these, and well, that might have to be one by one. Isn't there a simple way? So this bone has a name, so we're gonna maybe just add a, yeah, so we're gonna edit mode for this, add this and select all, assign at maximum. All right, get go here, go here, get here, assign. This is an old face mesh, yeah. For the lower face, we're gonna retake that. Here, let's do the same thing. Assign value 1. Because they all have the same armature modifier. Assign. Maybe sometimes there can be some hidden mesh that could be a mistake, so too late for certain meshes here. Assign. Select and hide, select all, assign. Edit mode and hide, select all, assign, and here, yeah. Then we have some objects which are bone parented. It's not the case over here, but the clots, I think. So this, I have to do this differently, I think. Assign. Assign. This will work differently, or why not? No, it's offset, we don't care. Alright, so it doesn't seem to work, right? I think I forgot to apply this to other structures. Yeah, there's, might have missed something. The eyes. Oh, this doesn't have a, alright, okay, so this is, what is this? Okay, it doesn't have an armature modifier, so of course. So in this case, well, just parent with armature deform. Okay, then we have something that is still not the eyes themselves. Okay, they also don't have. Alright, so just parent with armature deform. There are still some issues. Yeah, it sort of broke the rig. They're parent to the... Of course. This is normal. This is because I need to parent this probably to the... Okay, let's parent this here. No, wrong parent. So parent to... Yeah, okay, that, maybe this is the correct way to go. No. Yeah, what a way to break the rig rate. So, oh, the bone is... I see. It's bending. I got an idea. Okay, let's do something different then. Parent connected. Let's change this to automatic. Wait, maybe the beginning. Yeah, also the beginning. So we'll have to change this. Why so many bones here? Let's hide this skeleton, hide this deform head thing. Okay, this I need that. Right. Maybe I should just separate those things. Let's move this to the face for now. or even more. Let's move it to the master controller. Connected. Alright, we can't use the stretch tool here. So let's use this to follow the, so copy transforms, just like that. Okay, it's locked. And then this why it is behaving like that? Okay, it is certainly not what we want. So oh yeah, it's parent connected. Okay, it's doing the auto IK thing, bad thing here. Wait, this makes no sense. Yeah, okay, let's disconnect bone. Alright, so let's leave this to, yeah, parent here, maybe keep offset, right? And yeah, do the restretch thing, stretch 2, not automatic, but absolute, and the other absolute. Alright, this is parent disconnected. Alright, oh, but there is some body, this affects the body for some reason. Doesn't make sense to me. This bone, why it is affecting like recursively all the rig. This is not spline IK. I'm not using, yeah, so it's something about the parenting. Copy transforms here. This is could be because of this bone. No, but it can't be. So let's leave this unparented. Still not. Okay, so this is very mysterious, but okay, we got some stretch and scratch from this armature deform thing, but I don't understand. So maybe it's this copy transforms. No, so it's not the parent here. This is a non-deformed bone. This is a non-deformed bone. This. Could it be that I have wrong rogue waves on this thing? Yeah, oh yeah, rogue waves everywhere. How that happened, I have no idea. Okay, let's clean all that, or not. How to dissolve all that. Okay, let's get the basically it's just this is too bad, right? So let's get to edit mode, then paint mode, so 0, there we go, invert mask. Okay, that's good. So that there was no inverse kinematics crazy thing. No, it was just, or bone inheritance, it was just some stupid rogue waves. Alright, so it doesn't look that this is really interfering with the, despite the, yeah, this could cause some, oh, there's another way I can work at that. Yes, yes. This bone doesn't need to have all this strong influence. It can have very subtle influence instead for the... No, I'm just thinking about another problem here. If the influences are different, you see, the stretching starts to be different from the different elements on the face. It can work still. Like you see that the eyes, but this, it's sort of inaccurate. Yeah, it's like brutally inaccurate. This buggy thing here. We can still have the things to work, because you see the eyes only have waves and this is full waves. Other features like the head will be disputing waves with this. So this is why this technique of pure armature deform is actually a horrible idea. It's incorrect, right? For the mesh won't deform in sync, but it's much easier in this case to set up because, right, it's just a few bones. Okay, let's but yeah, but there is this problem. So because it's so subtle, right? It's not like this are gonna be like, oh, this is the... It won't look like a mistake, so you can have the tweak effect of the stretch and squash. So this seems to be workable, but it's incorrect. So test it here. We can say that I cleared this out, cleared up this, but I'll get some conclusions here. So mesh deform is too difficult to maintain, to set up, maintain, too difficult, annoying to set up, maintain, binding, rebind. This is for myself, right? So just that I can write to remember, and also if I need to check something, I can check those notes. That we have the armature deform, that means actually bendy b-bone, yeah, the armature directly disputing waves with the head. Bad, incorrect, since works, the first one works smoothly, but couldn't find solution for the... Maybe I just forgot with all the objects. Mistakes. There was some modifier position stacks, complicated. Armature deform. B-bone directed is incorrect, since ratios of head and eye, etc. might not deform 100% 100% in synchrony, right? But works for subtle motion. Then also there's another problem. Extra issue takes off ratio from control weak, offsetting from mesh. Yeah, small problem, small detail. Well, yeah, it's just a detail. So, and lattice not right, at least in this setup. So this would be for some day, 16 November, right? Preserve better lips topology attention. Ah, this is this junkyard. We don't need to complete this. Lower arcades function. What is... Yeah, we solved that yesterday. Melt interior wave paint retakes. Oh yeah, this might be a good topic here, folks. So okay, this is the stretch and scratch of the head. It's very interesting setup to have for 3D animation. And I think that I got it. So I got it in the crudest way. No, not the crudest way, because we could do this with a normal bone. I did it with a bendy bone spline, so it could be crudest than this. Alright. Which is annoying, we still have to wave paint all the things, right? So the mouth interior let's go back here now. Reset something just in case. Let's go back to the isolate visibility. Alright. I want to address the melt interior mesh, which is currently very... You see, we get beautiful shapes. Well, maybe not in all cases. This is using the subdivision. Yes, it is. So the subdivision will sluggerish my rig. Okay. So I have some, maybe this is normal, I shouldn't be moving this stuff, yeah, crossing, right, like that. Alright, so the melt interior thing, to solve that, I don't even know what I want for it, but we're gonna hide all the stuff here, eyes, not melt, right, so the hair, the cloth, no, we can leave the cloth there. So what I want here is, although it will interfere a little, right, so we have a mask for the body. This can interfere with our work. Yeah, so let's leave it like that. But I can, yeah, we can hide this. All right. So the tongue I can hide. The arcades will be interfering here. So the idea really would be to what I do with this with these shapes, right? So first of all, I don't want to have this topology here is annoying, right? So let's just do this, reduce. I think there's a no, I don't know the shortcut. There's shortcut that Control Alt, right? Shift is 0.3. So just giving this crease here, which I'm not sure gonna maintain. So this is like this current mesh. I can has bad skin color. Let's change these faces to something more correct. So gums, yeah, let's get. All right, what's happening? Why this doesn't work? Okay, so this gums is corrupted thing. I think it's not good. So maybe we just, what is this one? Lipstick. Material. Let's get this. Okay, this one then. That's fine. We'll be able to see the melt interior. And so the question is the deforms, right? And should it be alright, so should it be connected to the lips? So first of all, this is not even required. And I think this can sometimes be helpful, because then we can use a shrink wrap trick and we can also, if maybe connecting it to the arcades will not be a good idea, right? So let's get V, didn't work. Failed at... Okay, let's hide this stuff. Okay, let's try again. So there we go. So we're gonna... So this now is a... we're gonna P separate selection. I'll bring this into... we're gonna call it into... after the move to mouth. So this will be 1. This is 2 is for mouth, so this will be like tongue. Yeah, so 24. Mouth interior, it goes right to the end. So actually this could be sharing the... this could be combined with the tongue, right? Possibly. So if I join it into the J, no, this is bad idea. So I don't know what happened. Oh yeah, this got all right. Terrible amount of modifiers. Yeah, we don't want any of these. Well, maybe the subdivision. So we're just gonna join here. All right. This tongue, of course, is not correct after some... yeah, we're gonna reposition that. Oh, need to see the arcades, right? Arcade bottom. Let's change this arcade 1. Actually, this 1, this 2, this 3, no, this 4, this 5. Why I haven't joined them? I hope I didn't make a stupid mistake. The body is here. Okay, this is pretty dangerous, but looks like nothing went wrong, so that was close. So here I can probably get these ones to disable this. Alright, so the tongue there seems to be Right, that might be correct. Then we can bring this to extrude down, scale, then bring it somewhere here. You can just remake this topology here. I need a sort of a hole here. Yeah, so maybe we can work from this one. Merge at last. Merge at last. So of course this is a simplification. We've got here okay, this seems to be working. Then this tongue gonna seriously revise this geometry here. Lots of edge crease we need for this one too, so material, shift E 0.3, actually shift E -1, shift E 0.3 just for now. Yeah, I get all this. Then here we can smooth faces. This object requires some orientation. That will be, let's use the proportional editing. Yeah, where is the origin of this object? I'm gonna change that, so let's pay attention not to clip. There's just too much geometry density for this tongue, so probably can simplify this stuff. Yeah, so as we approach the extremity, then it's okay to have a few more mesh density. Alright, then for this object here, I'm gonna get this parent. Let's make sure this clipping is happening. Mirror clipping, yes, but here at the center. Alright. Ah, this is dangerous, I'm doing wrong. Need to do this without the proportional editing, otherwise this can end up clipping a lot of vertices. Okay, this is correct. I have some displacement here, so this will just there will be a gap here. This is okay for now. We can change even the topology and geometry of this part, which is the connection. So so what we want here is to change the orientation, right? So basically this object has a 3D cursor here for this. No, this is the 3D cursor. Okay, when the transforms for the item to be control point, this is the rotation. So I got here for the arcades, I'm gonna check here this value here. So I'm gonna just copy this. No, actually it's just, where is the rotation? Yes, so I need to strangely this will, okay, this doesn't respond to the, yeah, so there's a problem. So let's say you have, I think I can just select this and one thing, then let's say copy rotation. Yeah, then this happens. Okay, so this is annoying. So okay, going, I don't know how to solve that. You know, rotate, so I'll do this derotation. Rotate -51, rotate -51, 999, something like that. I'm not sure, but well, this is just the mesh. The mesh doesn't need to be perfect, right? So rotate negative, what was the value already? Okay, I did exactly that. So now these share the same orientation. This is just so that, although the orientation is not necessarily the correct one for these objects at this moment, maybe I should revise all of them. Yeah, it relates to something here. when I align these, so we can use the local space here to make some GY, doing something like that, right? So I've got these values for a while before, so maybe they are precise. So it's aligned sort of more or less around this bone, but it is too much right now. It's more like, yeah, I think I've exaggerated, so maybe I need to pick these objects here and just make these things a little, so I cannot change from here, right? I'll have to, this is pretty annoying, right? So rotate, let's try this. I'd like to give a, I don't see the value, right? So $20. All right, let's try this. But so if I move this GY, yeah, it's not terrible. And maybe rotate. Can we hold control here? No. So 24 maybe. Yeah, just two, even with shift is not enough. Yeah, so that's why I've left some value that is not. Alright, so then we cannot apply the rotation, right? So now yeah, this is better. Yeah, so see, it's more aligned with the chin, so this is the local space. It's good for the mesh editing if we need to retake. Alright, so here we can also fix some stuff here, like GG. Can probably pull this. Yeah, so here maybe we need some more subdivisions. Shift is 0.3, so we can and the idea here is to shrink wrap some of this mesh inside, or all of the mesh. Actually, this shouldn't be like that, right? So we have, yeah, this can generate some other problems, right? I can also try to snap it to the lips, right? So okay, so we're going to try many things here. So first, let's hide these arcades. I'll need to wave paint this, right? So it's not hooking. The lower part here, indeed, it doesn't need all this space, so you can just move this up, maybe. And this part is okay, we don't have to bother with this anatomy part. It will just be tendency here will be that will be too dark. Alright, stop selecting GG, we can do this, yeah. Smooth this out, maybe this can smooth that, alright. Okay, so this is following the topology of the lips, so this is good. And maybe here we can reduce this, the wave painting of this melt interior. We might have some problems. Let's see what we got right now. Let's get the subdivision. What's happening to this? I got just some wrong posing there. Something about the automation there, I'm not sure. Yeah, I've got some problem with the automation. I don't know what I did that caused this. Maybe it's the something about the quick lips. They got some, maybe some lacking of the, I might have made some mistake in this adaptation. No. So it might be just some wave painting that needs to be improved to combine better with the new setup that I ended up making with the shape keys. Okay, but what I'm looking for is to check the melt interior thing. Yeah, I have some sometimes the shrink wrapping still goes insane. Despite the change that I've made to the okay, despite the fact I don't have the how to say in spite of the fact that yeah, you see they are the melt interiors, its waves are not good, right? So this is maybe they should deform with the arcades. Which is an interesting proposition. Not the tongue though, right? There's a little... Maybe it should take influence from multiple things. So in the Universal Sonic Mount rig, they deform with the lips and with the muzzle. I think both, right? So it makes sense, right, that it is very flashy from all inputs, right? In my case, I believe even with the armature, since so if it's the armature, I need to wave paint it in relation to the arcade bone. So let's do this, right? So I think that should be a good plan. So I'm going to turn off the mirror here. We're going to, yeah, I'm gonna reset this pose. We're going to turn off the mirror here also for these ones. We're going to get to the arcade bones. I don't even need to be testing that, but we're gonna mask some, yeah, we're gonna hide these. So these same bendy bones we're gonna use to wave paint this, and it's already parented. And then to avoid the, yeah, the shrink wrap of the bones will already help any sort of intersection, but maybe it won't be enough. So maybe for this mesh we can use some shrink wrap strategy with shrink wrap on only targeted vertex group for the object itself, for the melt interior. So this is a technique that yeah, there's some waves there, I think. So anyways, I want to have a tongue mesh here that is just a hide tongue. Actually, no, group. Okay, let's delete this. Let's make hide tongue, or just select the tongue, right? So this will be here, just this material, and assign sort by name. Okay, then this is on the top. So for this one, I'm just going to Yeah, this is what one slash something. Two one whatever. Then sort by name again. Can lock this already, so I'm going to hide this, and I'm going to wave paint. So the upper arcade will have some influence on this. There's a lot of waves here, I think, in this mesh. Yeah, it has waves from the... We're gonna delete all that, right? So except for the tongue, which is already there, right? So tongue, we're gonna lock. Yeah, so it is locked. I think we can just delete all unlocked. There we go. And we don't need this. We don't need this other stuff. Yeah, we just need this vertex group. So we're gonna start wave painting this. So this bone is the top part, so it can have maximum waves on that, even though this might be a bit dangerous. Yeah, if it doesn't have any blended waves, it can be very bad, right? So it might need the head bone. Yeah, so let's get the head bone here. So deform now let's do something different here. We're gonna find the head bone. I'm gonna interrupt a little what I'm doing here, just get this and maximum wave here. Might be a little strange, but yeah, it might be a little strange because this... Okay, let's do a 0.1 then, just to give some base there for that. Okay, and sort by name. Then let's go back. So this is not a full waves, so this is the other side. All right, some strange thing happening here, so I think it's rogue waves. Solve that. Am I using auto normalize? No, so don't know what's that. Okay, so it's just Blender going crazy apparently on this middle part, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, very weird, right? So anyways, it's already working. Then here we're just going to for this one we do the same thing except for the bottom. Yeah, and you can have some organizer waves, vertex group for top and bottom to simplify, to make this easier to avoid mistakes. But that in this case, this seems to be sufficient, because this is not the other case I had. Even the teeth and the gums, they were all connected with this, so this was way more complicated. So this is just this bag thing. So let's check. Yeah, so there are some strange deforms there on the mesh. Is that suffering from maybe it's the tongue. I should have the arcade top. There's just some crazy distortion on the that makes no sense to me. It's not this. Oh, maybe shape keys. Yeah, it got some shape keys. Let's delete all that. It doesn't need shape keys. There we go. So apparently it was shape keys. Yeah. Because if there's no rogue waves, if it was not the tongue, right, the tongue is just doing his job there, so nothing special. Alright, so, and this is just a manager thing. Now, that means that if I have the bones for the mouth, then we will see this is capable indeed to pull this mesh, of course, in a way that is terrible, right? So this is where comes in handy something that can the tongue is not good, right? This too much waves, so this is what I was wary about. So what I can do here, maybe it's just some shrink wrap inside. We use the ghost muzzle region. Of course this can create some problems. We can protect from a certain distance, so this is interesting. So you can have, like, I've been using something like that, and maybe this is too little. So without this, you see, this is doing its job, but it can create some strange conditions on the mesh. So this is why, so this deforms. Maybe I should change there's a tongue. Maybe I should make this tongue thing dispute a little more of the waves there. It's locked. Let's hide the body here. This is not helping. Let's use this radial thing, not like that. Right, so of course we don't want this to be causing all this. This can be quite complicated, right? So let's not, maybe just some very small waves just to give some but it's helpless. This mesh is really messed up. Maybe I need to reset the pose. Yeah, so let's try from here. Yeah, so let's just do some regular thing here, and that's it. This can be dangerous because this is the tongue. No, maybe this, yeah, low waves want, the inner part of the tongue doesn't have too much influence. Yeah, it can have something like that. All right, maybe less on the top, but I think this won't. The bones of the tongue, they are somewhere else, so it's not super important right now. So by now, if I select this bone, we see what happens. Yeah, and then the mesh goes crazy. But we see it respects. The most important is that it is pulling this thing. So it's moving a bit like a mouth, and oh yeah, this is moving the tongue. So here we have a problem. We'll have to revise this later. And the lips should also influence this mesh here. So maybe we do some wave paint for the lips here. Deform lips, so we can already assess this thing. So here in this case, I'm just going to pick these ones, maybe a little one more. Okay, and yeah, of course this will be hard to wave paint without the proper reference of the body, which is annoying. So I'm just going to, yeah, I'll do visually here after I'll address. So this is the top. Of course, can so maybe here we can try to add some face loop like that. Yeah, let's get this, invert, and let's do this and just start removing. And removing more and blurring. Yeah, so this sounds okay. Then next, expand, take this one off, Control X, start reducing here, and blurring that. Okay, so this is really, so for these ones, W, so here we're gonna get this, yeah, these two, maybe these. Okay, let's pick these ones. Control X, we're gonna take a lot of waves from this and just blur everything. So it's just in the corner there that we don't even need that too much influence. So this should be, these things shouldn't be appearing. Yeah, so you can do that. So here, next one, even for these ones, maybe we just blur these things. Yeah, why not? Let's get this one too, and here reduced. All right, then here we get the bottom one. So here I want not this one, and this one maybe. Okay, so Control X, then taking lots of waves here, taking this is, don't want these waves here, maybe a little here, yes, and that's it. And here I want to take off a little more. Right, Control X, let's give some mix here for this one, yeah, something like that, and then blur. I think it ended up with two little waves compared to the other one. So here the bottom one, we're almost finished here. W, so add this and this, take off this and this, something like that. Control X, okay, this already helps. Then add, remove here, and from the bottom part, and then just blur all that. Good, and then yeah, that's enough. And then here the last one, we're going to, yeah, that, Control X, and take off waves here and just blur everything here. Fine, and then let's try now. And with the, of course, let's re-give the mirror stuff here. Maybe let's get her face back so we can have a better feeling of the character. Where's this and this? Let's add the mirror things, and we don't want to be looking at this bone here. let's save, right? Okay, so the tongue, I forgot the tongue. This one also needs mirror. Okay. Alright, the melt interior seems to be quite clear, right? Clean. It seems to be doing its job at least. Hold on, let's check here. What was that? I saw some artifact there. Some clipping with the... Yeah, so this need to... Well, this is even worse, but... yeah, so in principle, we're getting an okay melt interior. The arcades is another thing, but see, there's some confusion in the mesh. Yeah, so this is why there's this idea of, yeah, so this is a new problem because I've separated. So maybe I should rejoin this mesh and then I can have a gradual, the combined thing, right? Yeah, because now the deforms are really... Yeah, with connected mesh it might be better, so it would be simpler, but then I don't know about the tongue, so maybe I just need to separate the tongue. So alright, it's just like here, if I get here melt interior retake, yeah, oh, we did something like that, but I need to get something like melt interior reconnect, because I think this is too late now for me. I've got already many improvements here. Reconnect with lips, wave paint, and we can still use the shrink wrap locally, right? Even if it's the same mesh as the face of the body, we can shrink wrap inside some mesh, so we can split the shrink wrapping, and I am already doing that because I have shrink wrap for the eyelids. You see, this is the eyelids vertex group. We have shrink wrap for upper face even, so have shrink wrap for the muzzle. So this is how we, and this, even of each of these shrink wrap, they can have different properties. So see, so we can split the mesh into multiple shrink wrapping features, even if it's on the same mesh object, and it can target different mesh objects. It can have different targets. So here, this is why probably I should... Yeah, so what we could try here is just to... So I'm gonna make another iteration here. Yeah, so I think the idea of splitting, disconnecting this mesh was making a separate. It was good to improve the work here, but then at this point... So what I can do is get the melt interior, the tongue actually it's called, it has this thing. I'm not gonna... let's join it with the body. Now it's on the body. I've done it fast, but you should be very careful about this operation. And here I'm gonna hide this melt thing. So the advantage is that, yeah, so about the tongue, maybe the tongue we still want the... So I'm just going to connect this mesh here. So and the idea would be to re-wave paint that. Okay, but now we have this is much better, right folks? Well, at least it's much simpler. This is a problem with the eye there. I would need to mask. I don't know how to, oh, there are some mesh splitting there. So yeah, it was not clipped properly. Let's revise these clippings here, nor the bottom. Okay, this sounds clipped again, and let's make some real small readjustments here. Oh, the mesh doesn't it seems to be declipping at will. Well, no, it's just an illusion. Alright, it is working. Alright, now, yeah, so this is, maybe this can be solved with the Boolean. Like, yeah, I've been using this. Let's see. So it's intersect with, oh no, this will cause some critical problem. It's the same mesh, right? So I can't use that. Maybe with the ghost muzzle then. Union no, difference no, so I don't know how to. Yeah, it's like I would need only these vertices to affect that, so it's unfortunate. The problem is that there are some expressions where maybe the eye needs to be going back down that way, but this is something I need to investigate. The eye here, yeah, maybe it doesn't need to go that. yeah, the eye shouldn't need to go that deep. It's just to allow the have a bit more expressions possible, but indeed it might be an exaggeration. The structure, if we can call that a structure, doesn't need to be that. But to solve that would mean that I have to retake many eyes objects here. And so this one, the other one, then and those two, because all of them share the same, they all share the same idea here. And so I'll have something like here, but maybe this is too little, so maybe I need to make a, I see that might not be sufficient. Okay, so I have I hope this is not creating some issues with the rig that I have. So here we can do the same thing. This is invisible mesh, but yeah, let's make all them equivalent. So here same thing. Okay, why the body is not visible now? What have I done? Oh, here. Anyways, we got then these wire stuff here. Yeah, so I need to separate the wave paint of the tongue. Yeah, so you see this improved, because I don't see the intersections there anymore. Yeah, the tongue should move, but not with maybe it's moving too much, so I need to readdress this. This stretching the mesh there too much of the tongue, right? So let's get the yeah, so I know what I need to do. So retake the wave paint of the lips now according to the... I don't know what happened to the wave paint, because after I've joined the objects, right? So recover the tongue rig, right? So yeah, we did this, but we haven't re-wave paint the lip. So here, reconnect. We do two things here to improve. So rig the tone. So basically, it's just some retakes. I have to see how it will work, and so reconnect with face body, right? Then retake wave paint melt interior from lips, def lips. So this is like easy task because I already have a tongue rig, so it's just some skeleton somewhere from I'm reusing. I just need to readjust the positioning and then combine it with the melt rig, and then solve the interactions of the tongue, right? Remember, solve extra interactions tongue with melt rig. Yeah. Then recover muzzle. Okay, this is for it's not experimental stuff, it's just garbage stuff that I need to do on my own. Upper face, lower face, combined face. Okay, this is interesting. It's critical. That not critical. It's very important if I can find that this should work, but I want to recombine those things. Rotate anatomic lip shape key. Oh, we did that. Okay, this is so much garbage here remaining. Revise ideal mechanism. Yeah, though this might be some rig stuff. Wave paint melt interior did. Yeah, so this is like we don't need that. Then fix eyelashes auto. This is yeah, finally something new we should get into. Then it's the body, right? So the only thing here that for the melt rig is that there are some remaining shape keys, but this I'll do offline. So remaining shape keys for universal sonic melt rig combined setup. Yeah. Yeah, so this is on my own. Let's just reorganize this junk thing here. Bring all this down. Yeah, just one step there. Yeah, so this is garbage. What is below here? So essentially, no, there's, yeah, we sort of did that. Melt shape keys. Yes, I'm going progress. Mixed cartooned melt final steps. Okay, this will be nice. This is big stuff. This is like the end of the universal sonic melt rig. When I do this gonna move down because I don't know why it is here, so it will have been fixed about these dates here. And yeah, so yeah, so all this is stuff that I need to do on my own. Probably this I can do soon, and then I can, this is very important, so this is still the, before I step to something I'll be doing this. So this is my meta now for concluding the melt rig for the streams here. And then we can jump to eyelashes automation setup, which is interesting. I have tutorials on that, and I'm gonna just retake that. It's just some thing that I need to complete. Body rig, then some helper bones clot rigging. Maybe it's actually it's better to fix the deform and rig with the helper system to go into clot rigging, because they use these things, right? So even actually it would be better to fix the pelvis thing, but we'll do this just to get better clot rigging and maybe some findings there. And that's it. So sorry about this whole list boring stuff, but it's the planning that we gotta have to employ here. Maybe the management might inspire, I don't know, give some insight on how we can rig a big project. I consider this not a big project. Yeah, what is behind this, of course it's big. 3D animation, and this is just one character, right folks? I see we have some problems here, so we gotta... Oh yes, I've lost the... Right, so this is like... This is where maybe I can come with the shrink wrap feature. Where's the object? Okay, make it selectable. Let's get another shrink wrap now. Deform, shrink wrap. Let's bring it about here. It can be after. Really doesn't matter. So shrink wrap ghost muzzle region, but it's not that. Just the vertex group is the melt. Now we don't have melt interior, right? So hold on, let's turn it off temporarily. We're gonna get this material here, and we're gonna get into hide melt interior. This will be actually 1, 2, I don't know, that something like that. So assign maximum and sort by name. Oh, this is incorrect. It's not what I wanted. So let's change this. Now let's duplicate this actually. So we'll call this mod shrink wrap melt interior, and it has the same thing. So we're gonna use this to inside, then we gonna target the mod shrink wrap melt interior. Aha, so you see it totally prevents the no matter what we do, right, it can still but we can give this offset, maybe a protection here 0.02 just in case. Then it can happen some problems here though. It is shrink wrapping inside, so yeah, so yeah, because there are some vertices they are pushing, but you see it's very subtle, so maybe we need maybe at 0. We see that it solved the problem. Yes, so this is elegance of shrink wrap, mouth interior. It's an inverted, right? Basically. It could be B4, right? If we want. No, let's leave it after. Alright, folks, so we're making steadily how to say progress here, and I believe that soon enough, yeah, just basically those things I will be doing the mixed expression. I'll show what is the 5D expressions. It's just I have a collection of, I'm using this has been hotel as reference. So basically, if I have some collection here just of multi-expression, we'll be doing, yeah, ref. So basically I have these collections here. We'll see how far we can do, right? Even there are some profile things there, and we're gonna make pose assets out of that. Of course, there are 2D expressions that I just can't do with the current rig. You see, I can't reproduce those things, I guess. I don't have bones or anything for that. Unfortunately, that would need a special thought process. These will be extremely hard, right? Now look at this. The muzzle doesn't have, also the character doesn't have this kind of rounded muzzle. So in drawing we can, right? But this is 3D interactions, my character design. This is easy. Well, not easy, it's feasible. Well, that part maybe not too much. This wrinkle in the eye is I think I can do because I have some, but it's, yeah, this is the mouth. I mean, essentially many features of the mouth here are feasible. We can make the teeth with shaped keys sometimes. Yeah, so like drawing is just too powerful, right? So, and I tend to ignore it sometimes, right? Which is pretty ridiculous, right? So folks, that's it for today. Hope you can have can enjoy and learn something maybe, and take care and happy blending. Tomorrow I think I'll be back, even though it's weekend, so I might come up with something else than this. We'll see. I hope to be on at least about this time, but that's it, folks. Take care, happy blending, have a nice weekend. See ya another time. See ya, folks. Enjoy.